Her Excellency Julie Chung, the Ambassador United States to Sri Lanka, Mr. Donald Lu, Assistant Secretary, Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs, U.S. Department of State, Ms. Afreen Akhtar, Senior Advisor to the Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs, U.S. Department of State, Mr. Christopher Steele, Senior Coordinator, Indo-Pacific, United States Agency for International Development, that is USAID. Rear Admiral Peter Gumatato, Director of the Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies, DKI APCSS, Honolulu, Hawaii. Professor C. Rajan Mohan, moderator to the seminar. South Asian panelist, Mr. Nitin Gokhale from India, Professor Shab Inam Khan from Bangladesh, Dr. Pramod Jaswal from Nepal, Dr. R.E. Nathan, India Pacific Coordinator, U.S. Embassy, Professor Rohan Gunratna, Director General of the Institute of National Security Studies, Sri Lanka, Brigadier Upula Chandrasiri, Deputy Vice Chancellor, KDU, Professor Dhammika, Deputy Vice Chancellor, KDU, all the distinguished speakers and respected invitees. A very good morning to all of you. I'm delighted to deliver the welcome speech of this historic joint conference organized by the General Surgeon, Kotelawala Defense University, together with the U.S. Embassy in Colombo. I would like to warmly welcome Her Excellency Julie Chung, the U.S. Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Mr. Donald Lu, Mr. Christopher Steele, Ms. Afreen Akhtar, Rear Admiral Peter Gumatato, all eminent speakers in conference panels, and all the other distinguished personalities who are gracing this occasion today. The conference will deliberate on topics related to U.S. policies on Indo-Pacific and the impact of those policies on countries in South Asia. The conference will provide a high-profile platform to discuss how the U.S. government is looking forward to engaging with Indo-Pacific, as well as perspectives of South Asian opinion leaders. We acknowledge the key role played by Professor Raja Mohan, a highly respected analyst in Indo-Pacific issues, who will moderate the discussions. The Indo-Pacific is increasingly a focus of international geographical attention. Rapidly changing dynamics in the region, including the rising influence of both China and India, highlights the importance of the region. As Sri Lanka's only defense university with a commitment to develop a robust research culture, I consider forums like these are imperative in finding a way forward. I further emphasize that we strongly believe in the policy academic research nexus, and the Defense University will be the key national platform to deliver this significant blend which can affect outcomes at national policy making. I observe that apart from the traditional security concerns, the Indo-Pacific faces other major challenges. Climate change is growing over more severe as South Asia's glaciers melt and the Pacific islands battling out threatening rises in the sea levels. COVID-19 pandemic continues to inflict a painful human and economic toll across the region. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, continues to expand its nuclear weapons and missile programs. Indo-Pacific governments grapple with natural disasters, resource scarcity, internal conflicts, and governance challenges. Such kind of non-traditional security threats tend to destabilize the security atmosphere of the countries in Indo-Pacific region. Within such complex security atmosphere, the US intends to modernize long-standing alliances, strengthening emerging partnerships, and invest in regional organizations, which will enhance the collective capacity and that will empower the Indo-Pacific to adapt to 21st century challenges and seize its opportunities. I believe that the event of this nature strengthen the bilateral cooperation and understanding between two entities and are ideal platforms to disseminate knowledge on a variety of topics of mutual interest. Today we will be deliberating on a topic that is of utmost importance, not just for United States of America and Sri Lanka, but for greater South Asia, a shared vision for the Indo-Pacific. The conference will focus on high-level US discussions on policies, and approaches to the Indo-Pacific. It will begin with remarks by senior-level USG officials on the current US Indo-Pacific strategic vision, including the new administration's policy priorities for engagement. The remarks would be expanded through moderated panel discussions with high-level USG officials, potentially focused on diplomacy, development, and defense, and an important Q&A session. This could be followed by 3 panel discussions discussing on how US Indo-Pacific policies might impact and productively engage with South Asian countries. These panels may include moderated panel discussions on diplomatic, development, economic, security, or regional issues related to US Indo-Pacific vision. Having said that, I would also like to enlighten you on the importance of this kind of an event in the juncture of mixed security concerns in the Indo-Pacific region. This platform combines policy framework with academic perception, which upholds the ideal situation of policy drafting. Discussions of such nature will enable countries to make policies not only on practical experiences, but also on making decision makers do deeply understand the root causes and solution to the problems that they face from an academic or theoretical perspective. As a matter of fact, such discussions will illuminate the best concepts and practices relevant to solving certain security concerns in the Indo-Pacific region, providing multiple perceptions to the security concerns in the focus geographical area. General Surgeon Kotelawala Defense University enhanced the ambience of such kind of academic development, especially in the area of international relations and strategic studies. As the Vice Chancellor of the university, I am humbly proud to highlight at this August gathering that we at KDU have opened up the horizon for the development of discipline of international relations. The Department of Strategic Studies is a teaching and research facility under Faculty of Defense and Strategic Studies of General Surgeon Kotelawala Defense University. The department specially focuses on field of strategic studies as an interdisciplinary academic subject area concerning military strategy, geopolitics, and traditional and non-traditional security, etc., with the relevance of national and international security. Additionally, Department of Strategic Studies offers an undergraduate and master's degree program on international relations and strategic studies. Apart from academics, the department also engages in research activities in the arena of international relations and it launched the first Journal of Defense Policy Analysis in 2021, which is a biannual research publication. KDU is well conversed in the field of IR and strategic studies. Therefore, I believe that this event is a collaboration between academic perception from KDU and coupled with the practitioner experience on Indo-Pacific region from the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, I am of the conviction that the Indo-Pacific future depends on the choices that respective countries make in the contemporary security atmosphere. The decisive decade before us will determine if the region can confront and address traditional and non-traditional security concerns, reveal how the world rebuilt from once-in-a-century pandemic, and decide whether we can sustain the principles of openness, transparency, and inclusivity that have fueled the region's success. By working together, the capacities can be reinforced in the 21st century challenges and seizes its opportunities. And by doing so, the Indo-Pacific will thrive and survive in the challenging security environment. Having said that, once again, let me very warmly welcome all of you to this event, a shared vision for Indo-Pacific. And I believe new knowledge will thrive with combination of perception from academia and practitioners in the security field. Thank you very much.